Why do so many doctors fail to believe in MCAS?
Yeah, that's a great question. Oh, yeah. I don't, well, it's hard to know. I believe in it, right? You believe in it. So
Right.
it's hard for us to not to understand why it's so difficult to believe or understand. It's so simple, right? The pathophysiology it just makes sense. I don't know why they can't wrap their head around this. I think that, it's unfortunate that I think the medical profession defaults to a couple things. One is they default to sort of old knowledge, even though a lot of doctors think that they are cutting edge. They're trying to keep up with the medical literature. Generally speaking, what they learned in med school is what they kind of keep with them.
Mm-hmm.
And, did you learn about mast cells in med school? I don't recall learning about mast cells in med
No,
school,
I
to
don't
be honest
recall
with
it
you.
either.
So I think that's part of it. So part of it is just like the training, then you get to a certain time and then it's hard to change your way of thinking. I think you need to be a certain person and have a certain personality, to kind of, think outside the box and to think, okay, maybe there's more. I think that a lot of doctors are overwhelmed, with insurance, being, paid. These big medical groups are really, handcuffing doctors in a way that they can't really spend a lot of time with patients. This is a very complex disease process. And so, you can't really treat a patient in 5 minutes with MCAS,
Right.
but that's what a lot of doctors have time for. So
Mm-hmm.
it's easier not to acknowledge it than to acknowledge it, right? It's much easier for them to write a script for something. You have high
Mm-hmm.
cholesterol, here's your Lipitor. It's much easier to do that than to talk to the patient, to listen, to then go home and think, wait a second, this patient, that's interesting. I don't know. That doesn't make sense with anything I know. So I'm going to read more about it. They
Mm-hmm.
don't do that. They should do that. That's what I always did. I'm sure that's what you do. But, so I think it takes a special person in the medical field to really start to, want to like learn and think outside the box.
Yeah.